Hey guys, and welcome back to the Witcher Let's Play series. I'm your host Darkside, and today we are continuing with the main quest, Broken Flowers. So we are currently in Novigrad, and we just met up with Triss. What a fine redhead she is. And we helped. She directed us to go meet up with Corinne, who gave us some information. Basically, that was like an insert quest there, it seemed like, just to get people who haven't played The Witcher 1 or The Witcher 2 kind of sped up on the series. So we're going to make our way over here to this quest marker. Looks like we're going to be staying in... oh no, what's that? You see that? Orson's henchman. We can go kill him if we want to, but... Should I? We'll leave him alone. We're gonna go ahead and get these quests underway. I'm really looking forward to getting to level 14 so I can wear some of this Witcher gear. We'll see what happens. Man, it's like wherever I go, late at night in this town. Whoa. Oh, damn. That's why I prefer to use Axii instead of Ard. I'm not a fan of all the I'm not a fan of all the different finds in this game. I'm pretty much hooked on Quinn, and I hope I'm saying these things right anyways, by the way. I'm hooked on Quinn and Axii. Axii seems to work really well with the bandits, and Quinn seems to, Axii works really well with the bandits, and Quinn seems to work really well for monster fights. I haven't even found a reason to use any adrenaline points or anything like that, so we'll see, I guess, if that ever comes into play. There was, I got into a discussion with some guys about the difficulty of this game, and it was kind of funny because we all pretty much had the same impression that the game really just not difficult. Now most of the people I know, we're playing like we come from that Dark Souls, Demon Souls, so maybe it could be partially that. The game has been known for being unforgiving for most players, and Bloodborne was kind of made for an entry point for new players to kind of enjoy the series or what Miyazaki has. Good news on that front. So rumors were swirling, and it seemed like, you know, we were gonna get a Dark Souls. Is that locked? Well, you want me to go in there? It seems like we're gonna get a Dark Souls 3 announcement at E3. It's still not confirmed. FromSoft hasn't said anything, but it's kind of we've got screenshots of that, so I'm hoping. I'm hoping to hear something at E3.
Legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
Man, those immersion effects, they still get me every single time it happens or whatever, you know, where we get that wet, snowy looking effect on a thing.
Zoltan,
yeah, I get sold on the graphics in the game.
As always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
Dirty.
With pleasure.
Do we really? Oh wow, they're not gonna let me use no signs, and it doesn't look like I can use any weapons either. What the hell? Oh, this is odd. I don't think I've yeah, I'm probably gonna die real quick over here because this is a really... Can I even bread up? Let's see if I can bread up.
Together, lads! That's it, you're in for it!
Alright, I got the bread up a little bit. Trying to get this dude to hit me with. Oh, shite.
Reminds me of
A 2 knockout.
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen. I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
I'm not really sure there why,
Training plenty lately.
why
What with
wouldn't
the
it
war
be
on,
sort
no
of?
Mahakaman
I guess
need
we're
to
not
be
really
found,
allowed
but
to kill him
Grenadian
this mission.
lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
Yeah, we're gonna tell him we're looking for Siri.
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back?
I'll be damned.
I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Not just barely returned as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea.
Yeah, we've
I
been
say
seeing
we
it the
start
whole
in the
entire
ground floor.
goddamn time.
It's where he sat and wrote.
Let me get rid of this Thunderbolt and put something else in its place. Because I don't think that's there. No, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna get drunk a little bit. Let's see what happens when I get drunk. Ooh.
Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
There's a
Reading
lot of
someone
stuff
else's
over here.
letters.
My visage red and hot.
There we go,
I
okay.
plunged into pure...
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Yeah, so everybody's been laughing too about this whole, and it's kind of funny. I was watching Angry Joe's review on the series,
This
and he
loot
pointed
got
it
from
out.
the elves of Dolbothan.
I've said it a bunch of times that this
Must have
game
been in a
needs
great
better
rush to
targeting,
leave
like,
it
you know, at
behind.
least a better camera. Like I would like to see somebody create a mod to unlock the camera. But one of the worst parts is what developer over at CD Projekt decided they were gonna put a goddamn camera, a candle at every single one of these points. Like, why is there? You see what I mean? Like, look, the loop, and then there's the candle. Like, come on, man, really?
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
That's
Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a
yeah,
chance.
flipping on the freaking armor.
Might not be that bad.
So stupid.
Seems when he inherited this fine establishment,
face is
it
clipping
came with
through the
some
metal,
fine responsibilities.
Of
Bookkeeping
the
among them.
front piece of
He also made a habit of
armor.
noting
I
down the
don't know what
times
that's
of his
called.
meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late?
I like the dent in the
Here it
armor.
is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, no. I'm gonna say that could help.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suche?
Zoltan, wait.
You see the clipping
This
of
is
his
in
beard
verse.
on the
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
So we're gonna loot this place real quick before we go anywhere. We've got some question to do. But I'm laughing still to myself right now about the clipping issue that was just going on with his beard and his outfit. That I put this new outfit on. I don't think I just got it, but I saw it in my inventory. The stats were really good.
From the
so,
finest vineyards, every last one.
No
I
one
used
knows
it,
the fruit of the
but,
fruit of the vine like dandelion.
The faculty of Oxenfurt University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letenove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn full name.
So yeah, I put that armor on. I noticed that since patch 105 came out, a lot of people have taken to now still having something to complain about with the game. Rightfully so. I mean, it's disappointing, but it's not to me in any way. It's not stopping the enjoyment of the game, I guess. It is stopping some of the immersion in the game. But the whole downgraded graphics debacle. I hate when I hear people say the comment, like I think I've said this before, but I hate hearing the commentary. Well, I didn't buy the game for graphics. I'm not interested, and I paid the gameplay. Well, then I guess you could have stuck on PS1, PS2, and all these other games. The previous systems. You didn't have to get this, and we could all be back on there if it was just about that. Or hell, we could be playing pen and paper D&D for all that matter. But that's not what we buy systems for. That's not what we build systems for. We build systems because immersion effects into the game story is what sells us on these ideas. It's about bringing that you have a system because it's about bringing the ideas of the game and the story to life in the eyes of the player. Otherwise, there would just be no reason why you would need to have a PS4 or a Xbox One or building a PC. You would be perfectly happy still sitting down playing pen and paper D&D. I guess we would all be back there. I mean, and I get gameplay to me trumps, it does trump graphics any day of the week in my opinion. But I bought The Witcher and I built my PC in order to play The Witcher at the specs that were announced. Or not the specs, but the standard that was announced in 2013. And unfortunately, I can understand why people are mad that that's not what we got. And we got these downgraded graphics, and it makes it even worse, I guess, in some sense that you feel like you got the downgraded graphics on PC because the consoles that were supposed to be next generation aren't living up to the hype of being able to provide that next generation graphics. And that I guess that could be disheartening in some respects. So I get it. I'm riding with you. But overall, to me, to be honest with you, I don't think that there's anything in this game that's so breaking that it just breaks the overall feel of what the developers were trying to tell when they were telling this story. It's the graphics are pretty good. I don't have the NVIDIA Hairworks turned on. I went with the I have two 970s set up in SLI and an i7 4790K, so I'm pretty good as far as my system goes. As far as what being able to handle pretty much anything that this game should be capable of throwing out. I mean, oh, it's locked. I need it. Guess I have to get that key from him. So I should be good as far as handling anything that the game has to throw at me, or I'm on ultra settings right now. I am pumping 60 frames per second. So, but damn it, I can't get up there. What? Bull. Okay, there you go. So I just guess I'll climb on it back. Um, but I don't have the NVIDIA Hairworks turned on because apparently I guess that was messing up the frame rate for some people. I guess, and you were getting major dips and highs and lows. So I'm not sure about that. But um, NVIDIA's, I kind of just let it be that, whatever NVIDIA's graphics card had, or, the settings that were there, I just left it to be for that order. So it wasn't really that important to me. Like I said, graphics were good enough, but I understand disappointment. Oh shit. So now I got, yay, I'm level 14. You know what that means?
Still here? Looking for something?
Just
Elon
checking
Cat
to see
gear.
that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone. Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh. Truly perverse.
He didn't ken half of it. Called him a stallion once. Course the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
I just keep asking about people.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh? Her dad's a Novgardian aristocrat with the Imperial Legation. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric, but we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
And one more person. Ethel. Alil.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Alright, I guess we know everything's raw once.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Alright, so now we have a bunch of quest markers to go talk to a bunch of different people. They look like they're all in or around Novigrad, so that's cool. We'll start with Vespula, whoever she is, I guess it is, and work our way away. I think this is gonna end up being one of those long quests. Before we do that, though, got some items to take care of real quick. Oh damn, when did I get those? I don't even remember grabbing those. So we got our feline armor set that we can now equip. It was level 14. We are going to equip it because I actually changed my mind on some of the feline gear. It actually, to me, looks good. I did take a look at some of it. I don't think I liked the Mastercrafted version, but the rest of it was pretty decent. I really liked the Superior one. I think it was. I believe it was Superior. But then once it got to Mastercraft, I was like, not really into it. I almost forgot it. So I also now can use the feline steel sword. Yeah. And you can see how it compares to our other one. So we should be receiving bonuses for wearing a complete set of feline gear. So the stats aren't particularly high, but this is, you got to keep in mind that it's pretty base, so it's not high. It's not going to be high, but because these are pretty base clothings, these can all be upgraded. So, and I do like that. It looks very light, looks very versatile. He looks very metro in it, but it's cool. So we have that new item right there. I like the blackness of the scabbards and stuff like that. So not complaining, Bulkit. Kind of like it. And I'll probably be switching. I probably will go all the way through with the cat set. I do not like the Griffin set. It is just ugly as dog nipples. But
I will get you every last copper with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's
so I probably
no
won't even
bank.
bother with the Griffin
He's
set.
an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
God damn!
What you hollering for,
It slapped.
What you hoping for?
Guess she ain't got his money.
Shining armor?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Gray head. I'll pay what she owes. Vespula's got new protection. Yeah, we gonna say he's got new protection.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
So you can do a couple of things. You can, if you say mine and we're gonna have to fight him, you can say the King of the Beggars, and this dude will get scared. I'm gonna say the King of the Beggars. I don't really feel like
the
fighting
King
him
of
right
Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's gotta be.
now. Those masks look cool. That should be an outfit in the game.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What did you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Geralt, right?
Oh man. I took Dandelion out for Screw that, we just got to access.
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll
dreadful
just...
sorry.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Who was he with in Harbourside?
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were
God
popping out
damn.
her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Okay. Dandelion asked you about other
Dandelion
washerwomen.
ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Okay. Thank you so much, lady.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Dandelion must be dropping that good D. Playing pipe. So it looks like we're actually back on track for experience. I'm not sure what's going on with that, like, because I didn't get any experience for the one quest, and now when I look at it, I'm receiving a decent experience for that. So it's weird. Trying to judge where the game stands with that. I'm level 14, and if you look at the journal quest that we're on, maybe that's why. Look, it's level 13. This quest is level 11. Okay, so that's why it's green. So let's head on over and talk to Ilau. Yes, I don't know how to say these names. We're just gonna call her E. If she's a whore, we're gonna call her Easy E.
Now, where'd you
Young
get them
cats don't
catty
get that one.
peepers?
Okay.
Welcome. Do come in.
It's a dude?
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
No,
You
thank you.
Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Okay, so it is one of his girlfriends. Oh, this
Any
shit right
better?
here.
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two
They're
meet?
all looking
I met him one
confused as I
night in a
do.
tavern. He was blind drunk.
Oh, man. I don't really want to know the rest. I don't want to say I don't want to know the rest. I don't want to be rude, so I'm going to say it then.
What happened?
He spoke.
Gerard's
That's it.
face.
I'm
Oh
not
my
sure
god.
what you're
That
getting
was
at,
great
But I should make
animation.
one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well.
What?
Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
So we got a couple things. I don't really care why he dresses that way.
Dandelion
to be
visit your
perfectly
shop
honest
often?
with you.
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago, he brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
So maybe he did come to talk. What did you and Dandelion talk about?
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
They should have put that in the game. We should have got a visual of that.
I know this is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested.
You know how much shit I got going on in my life?
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
So that's good. So we got that dude, and I don't know if he is a merchant. Well, he's just a shopkeeper, so he's not listed as like an actual armorer or anything like that.
Eternal fire.
Speaking of quests and so forth and XP, you know, I was kind of pissed off finding out that information last night, to be honest with you, in our last video when I spoke about it, and I apologize. That can be like that can be a real turn off to hear somebody being negative about a game that you're enjoying, and I really wasn't meaning to do that, and I apologize. The point of the game is to have fun, so even if, you know, a goal, I'm not gonna get that question straight. A goal is not reachable at this point in time. We're still gonna have fun with the game, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna explore all the content of it, even if it just means me wearing around my Ursine gear and kicking some ass against some low-level monsters to complete some quests and maybe get some more story into the game. So I apologize about that, but yeah. Not to mention the other thing, like my wife was laughing at me. She goes, "Didn't you get the game for free anyways?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did get the game for free. I actually got 2 copies of the game for free." Oh man, yeah, I got 2 copies of the game. I got The Witcher 3, and then I also got Batman, the new Batman game coming out. I got that for free as well. So
This
through
Baronet's
God
Lavalette
Galaxy and my
fella.
purchase of my
Shouldn't interest you.
970.
Baroness
So
don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry.
I
I'm
will
here
be
to see your
playing that game and
chambermaid,
probably
Molly.
doing a Let's Play series on it as well. I'm
Out of
really
the
looking
way.
forward to
Baroness
that
is
one,
right now. Be
and
gone.
I'm hoping that the graphics that they've implemented in that game, or you know that they're, what the hell just happened to my game?
Greetings, Witcher. Must admit it's curious.
What the hell? What just happened? Now I have to do video edit.
To see you here. I don't quite believe in coincidences.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer
Slayer
of
of
Monsters, and my son.
You're right, General. My visit's no accident. I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here who wishes to see you. Captain, this man is not to enter. Forgive me, Morvran, but I've lost my appetite for the races.
Kill a woman's son and appear at her doorstep? My. I thought witches had better survival skills than that.
Looking for a girl named Molly.
Why I can't get a
Heard she
doublet like
works
that
here.
dude?
I fear
Shit
your
looks sweet.
information's out of date.
Except for that
Molly no longer
clown
works
collar he
here.
got. Where can I find her?
Seem to know who Molly is. You also know she doesn't work here anymore. Know where I can find her, maybe?
This time of day? Probably sipping punch and considering which horse to bet on.
Not in the mood for jokes.
I jest you not. After Arian's demise, Luis's nephew came to pay his respects. Got one glance of Molly and, well, they wed soon after. They now await his inheritance. With the Baroness's son dead, the estate will go to the nephew and Lady Lata, known until recently simply as Molly.
You just asked him that, so I don't even know why.
Gotta wonder if Molly fell for the nephew or his inheritance.
We cannot know that just yet. But I'd wager she has strong feelings for both.
All right, so where'll I find the newly minted Lady Latar?
Our dear little Molly has a new passion, horse racing. To my knowledge, she should be at Countess Vegelbud's
Well, that
villa
was
right
kind of
now.
a messed up
That's exactly
stream.
where I'm going. Since you stripped me of Louise's company, perhaps you'd agree to come along.
So we could go with him, or we can't. I got a bad feeling about going with him. I think it's gonna start in the... I'll go myself.
Think I can find my own way to the Vegelbud home.
Very well. Perhaps I can convince you to join me later at the races. I shall keep an eye out for you.
I just got a bad feeling about joining him. Like it's gonna start a whole nother quest line or something like that. I don't want to be bothered. Let the witch hunters of go here. Like I don't want to be escorted. I hate those missions where we gotta follow somebody, escort somebody. I hate those missions with a passion. I hate those type of missions.
It's not
So
safe to go out
fun.
on the streets.
They're worse than thugs. Best deal around. One for the price of two.
Let's make our way to this residence.
Looking to make some coin too, hey?
By the way, just so in case I didn't make it, in case it's not obvious, you do not actually have to do these go meets in this order. I'm just choosing to do them in this order. You can actually do them in whatever order you prefer.
We got a horse and cheese in the town.
Here, watch out.
But there's bandits prowling just outside.
This chick is certainly a ways away, isn't she? But like I was saying, I'm looking forward to the Batman coming out, the Batman new game coming out, and I played all the other ones, and I am highly anticipating it. I know Rocksteady put some major work into it, and you know the graphics from the in-game gameplay and the cinematic gameplays, they all look amazing. So I'm hoping that that game is going to actually live up to it. You see there's another quest marker right there. This dude, and here goes a notice board too. I'll grab the quest from the notice board. I'm not going to grab the quest from the other dude. Announcements. Kitchen hand. Rocking horses sale. Room to rent. Missing letter.
Shoot!
So that just gave us some undiscovered location. It didn't give us any Witcher contracts or anything like that. That's fine. I thought maybe it would. I don't know why, but man, this chick is out here. Where the hell are we going? Let's find out. I might as well ride a horse. Get Roach over here. Did Roach literally just run? This horse is stupid. You see where he is, right? We're gonna run across the bridge and let him come over there. Roach is dumb. There we go.
Hey, yeah.
So we're actually going outside the city for this part of the quest. So I wonder what everybody else is choosing to play in for their gear sets and stuff like that. I noticed overwhelmingly the Master Ursine set seems to be the most popular of the sets, with the Temerian armor set coming close behind that. You want to leave a comment below and let me know what gear sets you guys are using, and if you have other reasons for why you're using that gear set, that'd be cool too. I'd like to learn as well. Maybe I'm missing something out on these gear sets and so forth. Like I said, the only reason why I'm not using, haven't put too much stock into them, this certainly looks like a race right here. Oh, yeah, it is a race.
Slow now. Whoa.
Alright. Is because I seem to be accomplishing much of it without having to worry about that. So not a big deal in that regard for me, at the very least. So, but if you, like I said, if you know of a reason that I should maybe be doing it, then that's cool. So this dude got here quick.
I see you managed to find the place.
Not that hard. It's not exactly a small concealed hovel.
I must say, of all the creatures in this region, I find steeds most intriguing. Horses interest you at all, Witcher?
All the same to me. Call each one I ride Roach.
Strange. The grey is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Yeah.
The Kentucky Derby.
He's a good color.
The Witcher's son.
Even looks good on horses.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't
Man,
salute you,
give him some
General.
red eyes and he'll look like Sleipnir.
Know anything about the Chestnut or the Bay?
The Chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the Bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord Tevolte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
So you can do this now and then still talk to Molly, and you really will get a really good saddle. If you're concerned with it, I'm gonna do the less race or whatever,
Why
so
not?
that way you might as well
Wouldn't
just
mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
get a good race on.
Splendid! In that case, you must choose a mount.
You already know which one I'm taking, son. We're going with Nimrod.
I'll ride Nemrod. Pit a Nilfgaardian stallion against a Nilfgaardian general.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zerrikanian Bay. The horses are saddled. Let's begin.
So let's hope I don't lose. I'm not really good at riding horses in this game, if you guys haven't noticed that.
Come on, Witcher! Let's see what you're made of!
Giddy up.
I'm not good at it just because... Oh, shite.
Don't spare the horse!
Shit. I'm not good at riding the horses mostly because I don't usually ride horses in games, to be honest with you. Let's see if we can catch up to this
Let's see
dude.
what you're made of!
Well, that dude just kind of let me pass him.
Don't spare the horse! I adore the speed, the rush of air!
Come on. I hope we make my stamina make it over here. Yay, I made it.
The Roach I chose put in a nice run.
Exceptional. I've not lost a race in a while. I congratulate you. That is yours.
And there you go. Superior Racing Saddle.
Look! Lady Latar has just arrived.
Who?
The woman formerly known as Molly. There she stands.
Right. Thanks.
I shall be here for a time. Find me if you'd like to ride back to the city together.
So those are like side quests that you can do. The race that we did in Velen, that one also will reward you with items if you beat everybody in that race.
Who do you favor, milady?
Can't decide between the Black Stallion and the Grey Mare. Keep going back and forth, back and forth. Sorry, don't believe we've been introduced.
I'm Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Really? We'll just let her believe what she wants.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. Ever since I became Lady Latard, it's been nothing but balls, banquets and other such... congregations. Awful tiring, all this. But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Facts about the second one.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. Came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the
gonna
light
borrow
of the
money
moon.
from you to take you on a romantic cruise?
Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
I guess they're gonna force us to say
You
that.
do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for
Just not
her.
this
Looks
smart.
after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
I don't know what the hell that's
Thanks,
all about.
Molly.
Like,
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
so we can return with that dude, or we can go by ourselves. You know what? Just for fun of it, I really don't know what the quest options are holding. We'll go back with this dude.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Yeah, let's go back.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go. And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Okay, so he didn't ask us to actually do anything. Thank the gods. So we got two more people to talk to. Marabella and Rosavate. Oh, crikey. Well, he's right below us, but, you know, we can't fall down there because, you know, I'm pretty sure if we fall from this height, we die. Doesn't look like there's any way down there. Okay, we'll just...
A storm, damn it.
So, I did go on the Nexus mods, took a look at some of the mods that are out there at the moment. CD Projekt still hasn't actually released the Red Kit, so their Red Kit, which is going to be the development tool to actually create mods. So, but people are still, they're still doing it. You know, they're still creating mods. Oh, she's running a school for top. Look at that. That's nice. And some of them appear to be cool. I mean, we don't have any EMBs or anything like that yet, but maybe soon. Hopefully we'll hear something. I don't know when, they plan on releasing.
I'm looking for
stuff,
Marabella.
Hopefully it
I am
happens
she.
soon.
Wait outside. Class is in session.
Let's not push her. Let's let her wait.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come
My
afterwards.
uncle's in the circus.
Why not?
Because he can
A
swallow
rat
salt.
bit him,
Can you?
and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit?
It hurt him much.
Will he die?
You don't die from rats, stupid.
Yes, you do. Just...
So we literally have to wait till the lesson's over. And they're done.
The rat catcher will get well. Like
So they're all
as
gonna
not.
leave and we can talk to Marabella.
Mum?
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelion's? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snakely whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry.
Okay, so we're done with her.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
And one more person. Let's go find this last lady.
Trading rockets.
Where does this one go? I swear to God, I hate this GPS in this game. Just in case you don't see how this is trying to take me. Ugh. So crappy. Alright.
I love the air after a good rain.
Ah! Arrogant bastard.
I chased the pansy all the way to the garden.
Jesus.
You catch him? No luck. Driving in slippery, the bugger was quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out. What do you want?
Want to see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
So now we gotta find a way. I guess maybe you could choose some of the other options to get in there. Why won't this let me up here? That's horrible. It should be climbable. So now we need to find another way into her home. And unfortunately, jumping up on simple objects that should be jumping up on and allow us to climb, not easy. I wonder if I just ask why. Well, I could die if I jump on this rock face wrong. Woohoo! Holy crap. Yeah, I don't want to die. Oh, almost made it. Ha! Not going too well doing that. It's down this way. Whoa! Woohoo! Look at that. Ha ha ha! Saved by bad engine. Wonder if maybe we can make that jump. Yes, we can. And here we go, climbing up her. Oh, look at this.
Interesting.
Let's take a look at this love letter real quick. Oh. Where's the love letter? This game needs to do something about better sorting this stuff out. Okay, well, it's not asking me to read the love letter. I would like to read the love letter, but I'm not going to sit here and bore you guys by trying to search for the love letter.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Var Atra to you. Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the Bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia?
The
famed Witcher of the Ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue,
She's
sir.
pretty.
This is Frederick
Nice
Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Var Atra would train with random clods calling themselves sword masters? No. The Var Atras demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room. Now.
Got told, son.
As you say, miss.
And bring me a cup of tea, too. I think all the texture models look on the clothing and stuff like that look a lot better when it is.
You realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
I would like for her to grip something.
Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss, or you'll earn the ambassador's eyes. Follow me.
That was horrible. What the hell just happened?
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Then we pick up a wooden sword upstairs. Oh, we had to put on different clothing. Just fight the wooden sword.
Drat it! You're quick!
Oh! Oh!
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Stop floating and fight! Why bother with two swords
Oh, what the
when
hell?
you can barely handle one? Stop floating and fight! Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
I'm confused.
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes. In the garden. So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
Before I ask, I
butter her up.
gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
I can give you lessons, just not in that kind of sword.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Man, what the hell is wrong with this chick?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
What the hell is going on?
Stop floating and fight! Rat it! You're quick! Why bother with... Damn it!
So that was pretty easy here.
If you're not an
now that she
instructor,
left her
you
left
should
flank
certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
open. Oh yeah, I'll give you a few private lessons.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about?
What?
You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden.
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Well.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have.
Well,
I certainly have.
Judging from that quick
My dear
decision,
sister,
we know that was an
I would
important
never
decision.
spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
What are two young Nilfgaardian aristocrats doing in Novigrad?
Dying of boredom. Papa's a diplomat. He also has many business dealings in Novigrad. He's a member of the Trade Corporation. Takes us along everywhere he goes, and must then find us new tutors in each spot. And so in Novigrad, the task fell to the poet Dandelion, Rosa's betrothed. Edna!
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing subjects. Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Yeah, we're gonna give you some.
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
I think I'm about to let the little head get me in trouble. That's some cool looking armor right there. So we got that new quest. I'm not gonna complain about new quest because new quest means. But before we do that, let's see what time it is right now. So it's close to 10. So we'll get that quest going after we how the hell you get out of this museum? We'll get that quest going as soon as we complete this next quest. Or make sure we do it when it turns to day cycle. We also still have to finish the nobleman statuette quest line. So we'll get those in. They're secondary quests. I got my cat gear on.
Youth these days.
Excuse me. So let's get back over here to Zoltan, and I think this should complete the quest.
What village are you from?
Willows. It's into the area 2 days road from Missouri.
You see what I do?
How are you keeping, Bobby? Miss your Zoltan, you old bird? What's this? Have need. Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She want to start talking any day now.
She's an owl.
Zoltan,
I think owls talk.
venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well. Mark my words, she'll be playing quint with us in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, not much of note. He wasn't staying with any of them. I've not seen hide nor hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines. Dubious worth.
I don't want to hear him.
Think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's have at it.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalinetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Yeah, who's Priscilla?
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picks up Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say?
I doubt it.
Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Jesus. So we're actually supposed to meet him at the inn after sundown.
Oh!
The funny part is about that is Meeting him at the end after sundown would mean waiting until tomorrow, unless this quest is gonna start, because it's like 11:15 right now. So let's find out what's gonna happen. If not, we'll probably have to wait until tomorrow in order to continue. But I hope that it's just gonna activate right now. These quests can get kind of long until you are really calm. Good, started.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests.
Arse.
Should start
Start
soon.
calling it that. So is this Priscilla? I don't know why, but I'm getting feelings of Harley Quinzel right now.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding weaving fate to which we both atone.
And she's kicking him 16 bars.
My dream come the morning, your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet,
You're about to pop it off right there in the corner.
of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
That was a weird camera angle to just show her instrument instead of actually showing her bowing. Oh,
'Twas him
Lord.
murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Oh,
Silence,
shite.
We've come to hear music.
A murderer?
There's a war on.
This shit to deal with again.
someday.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's ass.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this...
It's Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheepdip.
And I've not seen him since.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his wine at the Passiflora once. Laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere.
Really
it
wrong.
seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
A rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax. I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well, I've got bugger all to do here.
So we're gonna end the video right here. That completes that quest line, and we just picked up the next one, which is Get Junior. So
don't come home on his own.
let's
Take care now.
Take care of that. Look at that, we got to level 15 already. Not too bad. So yeah, 720 XP for that. Okay. So let's pick this up later. Thanks guys for stopping in again, and until next time, remember, have fun.